Hey Goal Getter, I'm Angela.
And I'm Adam.
We help normal moms and dads chase after their big dreams.
In a modern online world.
All while in the midst of raising kids.
In what we call the family hustle.
Hey you guys, I am so excited to be joining you today where I'm going to be sharing 10 different places where you can repurpose your content because I want to share business tips, online social media tips that help save you time because I want to help normal busy moms and dads learn how to build a business online, create an income stream online so that they have more freedom to spend time with their family. And so my family is in the other room. Adam is actually with the girls. They are cleaning up. They're doing their homeschool work. And so I thought this was the perfect time to hop in here and share some tips about how you can actually save time with your content creation. Now, why am I talking about content creation? Because that is the foundation of building a personal brand, creating visibility, which is a lot of how social media works right now, especially if you are trying to build an online business. You want it to start with attracting people to you, not your products, but to you. And a lot of that starts with you being visible, you having your own message, and sharing what values you have, inspirational messages and tips and different things like that. And so that is the foundation of what this whole video, this whole podcast, if you're listening to the podcast, all of this is going to be stemming from. And so so that is where the foundation is of why we're even talking about this. And repurposing content is saving you time, which is I want to create more freedom for you so you're not on your phone. And so some of the things that I'm going to be sharing about, you should have these in your long-term game plan so that you actually have these places so that you can repurpose your content. Now, if you are just getting started, I'm just going to make sure that I am in the right group. You should, you can go back to some of our previous podcasts where we talk a little bit about where different places you should be on social media. A lot of you, I know, you've told me you are on Facebook primarily. You may be branching into Instagram, but where else should you be to repurpose your content? And I'm going to share some different places. So I am going to, if you're watching this live, this is my repurpose. This is my guide right here. This is like the plan, what do I want it to say? The framework of where your hub should be. And then everything that stems from there within your content creation. Now, if you listen to a previous episode of our podcast, go to grassfedmama.com/podcast to catch up. But we talked about having a hub. And so a lot of our hub is our blog, just because we want to have a place on the digital real estate that we own, because FYI, you do not own your Facebook. And so if all of your content is on Facebook, then you are at risk for potentially losing all of your videos, all of your posts, all of your followers, just with the snap of their finger. They can delete your account. And we've actually seen that happen to some of our business partners, our friends, and it's not a good place to be. And so I would say one of the first things that whenever we were starting our online business, Adam was like, you have to have a blog. And at that point, my blog was really, really a sad state. And so he helped me upgrade my blog. And so that has been a hub for us. But if you're not there yet, then this video still works for you. And I'm going to share why. And I would use Facebook Live as your hub, but I'm going to tell you why you shouldn't stop there. So I'm going to give you 10 different places. So what this actually allows you to do is create one amazing live video every single week. And a lot of big influencers, big people out there in the online social media space, they say one amazing piece of content each week is all you need. One live video that inspires people, shares a tip, goes into a lot of detail into helping them get the results that you want to help them with, that's all you need. And so everything else can support that one live video so that you don't feel like you're always in content creation mode. You really can plan your week for that one post, and then everything else kind of goes from there. So it saves you time, but it also saves you that mental space so that you can create one amazing post every week. If you are a Christian, I know I am, and so I have a lot of Christians on my team. You probably go to church, and you think about your pastor. He prepares pretty much one sermon every single week. And so that's kind of the same idea. Like, you are going to fill up your cup. You're going to learn something new. You're going to make sure that you have something of value to share that will actually get people to tune into your live and to share it. And so think about that. What value can you show up weekly and share about? Now, if you are following me, I share about recipes and keto, how to get started, how to get results, how to ditch the sugar, some things like that. But then I also share business tips because I want to attract people who are interested in getting healthy, inspiring others to live a healthy lifestyle, but also see themselves as using this as a platform to grow an income, inspire others through that as well. Pay off debt. There's so much more that you can do with an online business. So we're going to hop into, so that one piece of content, that one amazing live video that you're going to do every single week, that is your content base. Like, that's the circle. That's the big thing in the middle, your live video. Okay. So then, you go into a little bit of, let's say, a 3-step video. So this is going to be 3 steps to changing. I'm gonna do it as in a health theme. So 3 steps to ditch the sugar, even going into to a candy season, Halloween or whatever. 3 tips to help you stay on track with ditching the sugar, even with candy all around for Halloween. So you can share your 3 tips. You can have a call to action, like, hey, if you want, I created a keto grocery list. You can create these PDFs so easily on canva.com, create some sort of freebie or call to action or whatever for them to get that supports that message that you have, so that while you're on that live, you're saying, hey, to connect with me even further, because I want to help busy moms make healthier choices, comment this and I will send you my freebie. So then that way that they have a call to action on your live video. Now, the main reason for that is you give them this freebie. Like I said, I use this keto grocery list a lot. And it shows that you're somebody who is trustworthy, that you actually know a little bit about this, and they trust you a lot, so that they're going to reach out to you about what you're using, what else you're using. And this is something that I learned from Ray Higdon. I love Ray Higdon. He said, do these freebies. And then whenever they're like, hey, I want that keto grocery list, you say, okay, let me shoot you a message with the link, or, anyway, so you message them and you say, hey, thanks so much for hopping on my video. I'm so excited about helping busy moms get results, even whenever it's hard during this fall season where a lot of people struggle with losing weight. I'm going to grab that keto grocery list for you, but I'm just curious, are you currently using anything that is helping you get results? Are you currently using anything that is helping you boost your metabolism to help you lose weight even faster? So that is a way for you to give them that freebie. You're in their inbox. You have a reason to message them. And then you can ask them, hey, are you currently using something that helps you get the results that my products help you get? So that is one reason why I love these freebies. I love offering these on my lives, so that I can get in people's inboxes, and then I can ask them in a non-spammy way, are you open? Are you currently using something that helps you detox naturally? Are you currently using something that helps you lose weight or tighten up your tummy or help you get a flat belly? Are you currently using something? So then I say, okay, if a lot of times they say, no, I'm not using anything, then I'm saying, would you be open to learning about some of the products that I'm using right now that have really helped me ditch the sugar cravings, get a flat belly, all this kinds of stuff. So that is a way to get in their inbox, which we know that sales happen in Messenger, not on your page. And so that is why you should be sharing things that get into people's inboxes. Okay. So you did the live video, you did the call to action with some sort of a freebie so that you get in their inbox so that you can actually ask for if they're open to take a look at what you're doing. Okay, now after you do the live video, save that video. Now you can save it on your phone. I do that a lot before I post it. And then I can do a lot of this on my phone. I upload it to IGTV. So if you're already on Facebook and Instagram, there's another app. You can also go to Instagram.com and sign into your account there and upload videos there. I like to do that too, just because, especially if it's a bigger file, I want to make sure that it uploads without glitches or whatever. So I'll just upload it on my computer. So in that sense, I would save the live video to my computer and then I would upload to IGTV. So that's one repurpose. I would also upload to YouTube. YouTube is a good place, especially for making playlists. I know I had one of my team members ask me, do you get a lot of leads from YouTube? I personally like YouTube for the embedding feature, for the playlist, for like organizing my videos into categories so that if somebody says, hey, I've seen you post about keto coffee, can you tell me more about that? I'll send them a playlist that has like 5 different ways that I make it, and so that's something that I really like about YouTube, especially for videos. But it also is really, really good for, it's a search engine. It's not social media so much, it's a search engine. And so you can actually get some followers who you aren't connected with in any other place. And so that's why I love YouTube as well. So IGTV, YouTube, and that's just uploading it, and you can, make it appropriate for that platform in the sense that like YouTube, go to canva.com and create a YouTube thumbnail. You can create a preview for your IGTV on your Instagram so that gets more people hopping over to your IGTV. And so that's actually, so I guess that's an Instagram post, an IGTV, and a YouTube right there. And then another thing is a blog post. Now, if some of you guys, you're not quite there yet, like I said, I use my blog a lot as my hub. I like, there's extra features with having a blog, but you don't have to. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. You don't have to use the blog as your hub. But if you had a blog, then you would write a blog post and you can embed your YouTube or your Facebook video in that blog post and have it where you can share to Pinterest. Now, I love, love, love Pinterest because Pinterest is another search engine like I told you that YouTube is. And so I've heard from several coaches that you should have one main social media, and a lot of you pick Facebook, and then some of you are already on Instagram, but they are typically saying if you pick a third one, make sure that it is a search engine based social media, which that is Pinterest or YouTube. And like I said here, this is very easy to do on YouTube. You can just upload it. But on Pinterest, it just takes one extra step and it's going to help you stand out so much. I love Pinterest. I actually jumped on the Pinterest bandwagon right whenever it was launching. And so I love Pinterest. And I know a lot of people in my target market are also on Pinterest. If you're a mom, but a lot of people are on Pinterest. And so if you are wanting to create a Pinterest type of, for repurposing, you can link that Pinterest. You go to Pinterest.com, you can create a new pin. The only thing that you would want to do is go into Canva.com. It's free. I love it. I use it all the time. Canva.com, create a Pinterest worthy pin picture, and just, you can look at other pins that stick out to you. That's my biggest tip, because I'm not going to tell you how to make an amazing pin. Just go to Pinterest if you're already on Pinterest and, look at the pins that really stick out to you and then try to recreate that on Canva. Obviously, inspiration, not copy other pins, but use them as inspiration of what do I like about this? Is the whole pin words, or is there a picture, with words? Like what is really sticking out to me? And on Canva.com, there are so many free pictures that you can use, your pins, can really pop. And so I can do more on Pinterest later, but it's so much easier than you think. So you can create a new pin, put that Canva, and you only do this once a week. Remember, that's what I was telling you. You can do all this once a week. So you create a pin on Pinterest. You can link it to your Facebook video. You could link it to your YouTube video. You can link it to your IGTV, which a lot of people are telling me that that's what they would do, just because Instagram is growing so fast. This is if you don't have a blog. And now for me, I'm going to link it to my blog just because that's my hub. But think about what you want your hub to be, and that's what you want to link your Pinterest pin to. And now for a short break. Hey goal getter, are you ready to stop having to chase after people only to realize they aren't even interested in what you have to offer? You spend months trying to build rapport and get to know them, and then they never seem interested in buying. What if you could attract your ideal customer to you and have them reaching out for more information about your business and what you have to offer? If this sounds like something you want more info on how you can put into practice, join our Attraction Marketing Bootcamp, where we take 5 days to dig deep into discovering what your ideal customer wants and how you can be the most attractive to them through branding and developing a customer journey. Over the 5 days, you'll have worksheets and videos to guide you through this self-study. To learn more, head on over to grassfedmama.com/attraction marketing. And now back to the show. Again, this is once a week. So that means if you think about this, at the end of the year, you're going to have 52 new live videos. These are content, awesome live videos. You're also going to have 52 new pins. And, with Pinterest, they're like, just pin 3 times a day, and anyways, the way that Pinterest works is it is a search engine. So people can go in there and type in, and they might be pulling up what you are talking about. Like today I talked about, can you switch, low carb flours for regular flours in your favorite recipes? And the answer is no. But a lot of people ask me that. So I was like, I am going to make a video about this. I'm going to upload it on all of these places. Anyway, so that's what I did today. So you know that this is something that I actually do. Okay, so that was Pinterest. The next thing that I would do is blog post. If you have a blog, email. If you are a part of our team, you have an email list of your customers. This is something I absolutely love to do. I love to stay in contact with my customers and give them tips that help them reach their goals. So if it's a good recipe, it can even be a recipe that is on Pinterest, and you can just be like, hey, these are 3 recipes I'm trying this week. I thought this would be helpful for you. They would go really well with these products that you're already using. Like, this is a way to be that person in their inbox, and so they're ready to reach out to you as soon as they think, oh gosh, I'm struggling with this. I wonder if they have a product that helps with that. So it's always good to be that helpful person, staying in back of mind. It's part of the follow-up process. And if you're doing these PDF downloads, that or these freebies, then you can also follow up with people who you've given these freebies to. And you're like, hey, I was just thinking about you. I just answered this question. It's so common. I get asked it all the time, and I thought it would be helpful to you. Here it is. Here's the video. Here's the link, So anyways, but I'm going to go back to email. Email is something that you own. You own your email list. And so on that podcast that we already talked about, we shared about if you're not growing your email list, you need to do that now, so that if you are a part of our team, you would probably have your customer email list, you probably have a distributor email list, and then you may have a potential email list, especially or maybe it's a Facebook list that you're growing and you're not using email yet, but I would think about how can I transition. And we use MailChimp is the email service that we use. We've used it for so many years since I got started blogging, and it's free up to like 2,000 email addresses. So you can use it for free for a very long time. And so if you're thinking about how do I get started with using email, we love MailChimp. So anyways, and so email, and then the next thing is stories. And so this is something that I am really getting into. I know a lot of coaches are talking about how stories aren't going anywhere. And so you need to embrace telling stories in a creative way, and so the thing is that if you're talking about and you are planning this live video that you're going to be doing on a certain day. Maybe you go live every Tuesday or every Thursday, or you have a certain time that you're going to go live every single week, and you're planning for that live, talk about it in your stories and say, this is something I'm getting a lot of questions about. What do you think about it? Ask for their feedback. Talk about it in your stories as you're planning. And then, maybe an hour before you go live, say, hey, I'm about to go live. I'm going to be sharing my 3 tips. The blah, 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 make sure that you tune in. And then, you can share after you go live, like, hey, I just did the live. Make sure that you check that out. I'm so pumped about what I was sharing about, what I've been learning about. And so that is something that you can piggyback Insta stories, Facebook stories on both sides. Now, I create all of my stories on Instagram or Snapchat and save it and then upload it in Facebook. I do not create stories in Facebook. I just am not as comfortable with the Facebook stories creation side as I am on Instagram. So that is another way that I repurpose my stories as I do them. And then you can also share, if you're on Instagram and you've uploaded that live video that you did, then you can link to it on Instagram stories. You can link to your IGTV. And this is something that's a hack that a lot of people love about IGTV, is that you can have a link in IGTV in the description. And then you can even say in your stories, here's the live video, and here's the link, in the live, like, check out the link in the description of my IGTV. And so that's a way to get a link before you have the swipe up feature. So that's amazing hack if you're not quite to 10,000 followers on Instagram yet. Okay, so I'm going to go back really quickly. And then if you're like us and we are loving podcasts, so that we now have started creating podcasts. And so this is a way for you to listen without having to watch the video. And I love podcasts because you can listen on the go. And so, I'm a busy mom. As soon as I hop off here, I'm going to have to go feed my baby. I'm going to have to do laundry. I'm going to have to do all this stuff. So I'm going to pop in my earbud and listen to a podcast. It's amazing. So if you're not listening to podcasts yet, check out ours, because we have an amazing podcast that gives you simple tips to help busy, normal moms and dads build an income online. That is what we're passionate about. And so I'm going to go over this content repurposing one more time. So create your live video. That is your hub. And then you're going to save that video, and then you're going to upload it to IGTV and YouTube. And then you can also save it and turn it into a podcast like I'm going to do. And then create a blog post, email that video out to your list, create a Pinterest post that links back to your blog post or your video, create a Facebook post that talks about, like, maybe builds up curiosity about what your live is going to be like. Have you ever struggled with this? And maybe get some Facebook post talking about the topic you're going to be talking about, and like build up some curiosity, like give the problems without the solution. The solution is going to be in your video. And then share to IG stories and Facebook stories. And so that is 10 different places. And then the bonus hack is to create a downloadable or shareable PDF on canva.com that either is like a one-page, like, here are my 3 tips. Sometimes I'll just say, like, hey, if you want the show notes to this video, say notes, and I'll send it to you. Some sort of call to action in your video so that you can have people asking for that freebie, and you can get in their inbox, and then you can say, hey, just curious, do you currently have something that is helping you with this? And then you can start the conversation from there. I hope that this helped you guys think outside the box. Think about, building your social media in a professional way, as far as building a brand, using attraction marketing, using, authentic marketing, however you want to describe it. This is definitely the wave of the future. If you want to build a long-term business online, this is how you do it without going crazy, without feeling like you have to be everywhere all the time. Repurpose your content. And use amazing one thing that's going to stand out and be the showstopper, and then repurpose it everywhere else. And so think about where you can show up with your awesomeness and just knock people's socks off, because like I said, you can use any of these as your hub, but I feel like if you're on Facebook, it should be Facebook Lives. And you can also, this is something I actually didn't even talk about, you could do a dual live with Facebook Live and Instagram Live at the same exact time, and that's another place for you to repurpose that content. So I hope that this helped you guys, and if you have any questions about anything that I talked about, don't hesitate to reach out.
Thanks for listening to The Family Hustle with Angela and Adam Parker. We appreciate you guys being here.
If you're listening, don't forget to take a screenshot and share it into your stories and tag us at Grassfed Mama.
Also, don't forget to subscribe and leave us a review on your podcast player of choice. That helps other people find out about what we're doing, and it's the best thing you can do to help us grow the podcast.